I live in the North Shore, and I was not aware of all of this. I was apprised of this less than 24 hours ago, and I think there would have been a bigger turnout from our community if we knew what was going on. Having said that, I just put some notes together on behalf of the Confratellanza Italo-Canadese, who I'm speaking of, and I am their president. The Italian community came together to create Il Giardino Italian Gardens in the heart of the Hastings, Sunrise, and Renfrew neighborhood, where many Italian immigrants settled and raised their families. The volunteer Italian Gardens Committee that was created included several prominent Italian families in 2000. The Aquilini family, who grew up over here, and the Mosconi families. Also, we have John Tatey, John Barbieri, who were members of that committee, and they told me that they raised upwards of about $500,000 in the year 2001. The committee raised these funds and organized in-kind donations of landscape design and landscaping and monuments for the garden. The Confratellanza donated $50,000 in the name of my late grandfather, the late Angelo Branca, who was a great figure in the east end of Vancouver. He was also a BC Supreme Court Justice. He was elevated to the Court of Appeal and was considered one of Canada's 10 greatest lawyers. And he served as Parks Board Commissioner from 1938 to 1940, the first, I think, Italian elected in the province, the first Italian-Canadian lawyer for many years in the province of British Columbia. The Italian Committee believed that the Parks Board, after the governance review, would maintain and govern Hastings Park, including Il Giardino. Earlier this week, it was brought to my attention, and the Confratellanza, that the PNE had renamed Il Giardino on their website as the Italian Gardens, PNE Italian Gardens. This is very disrespectful to our community, who worked so hard to give this park a name that reflects our Italian heritage, culture, and contribution to the park. Under the governance of the PNE, Il Giardino has been poorly maintained. I've heard from some of our people, removal of graffiti, plant and grass maintenance has no regular schedule. Our community has filed complaints about the state of the park. Also, in the early planning of Il Giardino, our vision was for the park that would be accessible to all of the community, for the Italian community, and all the people who enjoy free of charge. Currently, Il Giardino is gated off during the PNE, and the only way to gain access is to purchase admission to the fair. Also, this park has been rented for exclusive private events, limiting the community's access to Il Giardino for several months of the year. This is not to say that the PNE and Il Giardino cannot coexist. I believe under the Parks Board governance this will be possible. We in the Confratellanza Italo-Canadese would like to see Il Giardino and all of Hastings Park governed by the Parks Board. And with me today I have past presidents John Barbieri, Gino Remigida, and Rudy Benora, and Lino Bragagnolo, who was our president at the time. Thank you very much.